This video will cover whether victims of COVID-19 can sue for personal injury. Brought to you by the Herrman Herrman Injury Attorneys of South Texas. Coronavirus has impacted millions of lives directly and even more lives indirectly. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with COVID-19, or if a loved one has died from the virus, it is natural to wonder what your options might be, legally and otherwise. The virus has had an extremely fast impact on the United States, and there is much to learn about its relationship to the legal system, which can move notoriously slow. However, it is possible you could have a personal injury case if you or someone else became the victim of COVID. If you can prove that negligence on the part of someone else is the reason you or someone else contracted the virus, you may be eligible for compensation. Always consult a personal injury lawyer with many years' experience if you're ever considering filing a lawsuit for something like this. But is it absurd to consider a personal injury lawsuit for your COVID-19 diagnosis? Keep in mind, if you haven't been financially harmed by an infection, then a lawsuit won't be possible. But for many victims, a coronavirus infection is financially devastating. The medical bills for treatment can be staggering, and you may incur substantial debt. Additionally, many victims miss a lot of work after being infected with COVID. That can cause a loss of income and create financial strain in your family. Long-term partial and total disability is also emerging as a bona fide outcome of COVID-19 infection for a small percentage of victims, according to the National Council on Compensation Insurance. Finally, emotional stress or trauma from having such a high-profile and confusing virus may induce financial strain as well. So, what should you do if you think you may have a COVID-19 related lawsuit? If you're considering pursuing legal action, it is important that you contact a personal injury lawyer with significant experience in arguing and winning cases having to do with the disease. You could be entitled to compensation if an experienced lawyer can prove that you or your loved one contracted the coronavirus due to negligence on behalf of your employer, a business owner, or an acquaintance. If you've been injured and need legal help, please call the Herrman Herrman Law Firm at 844-426-6000.